This is how to pack for a festival like a pro. I thought it would be a good idea to kind of break up my Bonnaroo vlog this year into 2 parts. This first part will be the packing process and shopping and getting into Bonnaroo, so that my next vlog can just start at Bonnaroo and my Bonnaroo vlog can just be like, we're here. If you're new here and you haven't seen my first Bonnaroo vlog, go watch it. So I thought I would just take you through from the very moment that I get my ticket in the mail up until like the night before we drive in. It's currently June 8th. I leave for Bonnaroo in 2 days. I've been going to Bonnaroo since 2019, so that's 4 years now. Let's get into it. The first step is when you get your ticket in the mail. That is literally the most exciting. Here's a clip of me getting mine. Here we are once again. Do you know what this is? It's the ticket to the promised land. Thought I would open it with you. All right. It's, I think it's just my car pass. I don't know. It is literally just my car pass and a packing peanut. Got my parking pass though. You know what this is? I think I do. Bonnaroo ticket is here. It ripped on the top and bottom. Yay. I know I've said in the past I don't like when they're not black, but I really dig it. New card, same info. I always recommend going cashless. When you get your wristband, gives you a code, put your card on there, and then bandana reveal. Oh, and there's something else in here. What do we think, guys? Guys, be honest, what do we think? This honestly matches my outfit so well this year. I think this is exclusively the only thing I'm gonna wear on my face. I can't wait. I'm so excited. This is adorable. Okay. Are you ready for an adventure? Bring this journal to Bonnaroo and use it as a place to reflect, remember, create, and connect with all of the magical moments that you will experience on the farm. Throughout this book, you'll find prompts to help spark your creativity during your time at Bonnaroo. Wherever this journal and your Bonnaroo adventure takes you, remember to immerse yourself in the whimsical world that is the farm. Let your creativity radiate as brightly as your positivity, and don't be afraid to be your true self. This is so great, but like, are they expecting Wooks to like keep up with a pen? I guess I'll be the one with the pen and handing the journal around, and they will be filling it up. This is so funny because me and my friends keep a notes app note of funny things people say, funny things we hear throughout the weekend, so now we can write them down. Most importantly, we've got new stickers. I cannot wait to be on the farm. I'm gonna go put this in my fanny pack that I got last year. And next thing that I like to do, and this is gonna sound a little counterintuitive, a little crazy, I like to clean my car out. Even though I'm gonna take it to the middle of a field and be getting in and out of it in the grass and like make it really nasty and dirty and stuff, I like to give her a clean slate. It's kind of like when you were a kid and your friends were coming over to play and your mom was like, you have got to clean your room before they get here. And you're like, ugh, I don't want to clean my room. But you do it anyway. Your friend gets there and y'all mess up your room together and then they leave and you gotta clean it all again. It's exactly like that, except you're an adult in a field. The next step is making candy. I made one that says casual because I just love that song and it was short. The first one I made says Sleepy Girl because ever since I turned 21, I have not been able to hang. This one says Starbucks. That one says the Night Court because that's what all my outfits are themed after. And that one says Fantasy. When I first started going to Bonnaroo, these were very much just a rave culture thing, and then Taylor Swift kind of made them a little more mainstream, and now people do them at all kinds of shows. A lot of that originated in festival and EDM culture. As you can see, these kind of take up a lot of real estate. I will not be wearing all of these at once. If anything, I would wear them kind of like this, just because all of this plastic on your hands in the heat does not feel good. So do not plan to wear all your bracelets all at once. I would pick out like 3 or 4 of your favorites, put them on each hand, and then if you really want carry around the rest in your bag. Ordering outfits. So when it comes to my outfits, I like to pretend like I'm going to Coachella, even though I'm going to another part of the state of Tennessee. So when I do it big. I've started ordering them in like January, February, because the things that I want are coming from very far away. So this is like probably the last one I ordered. It's like a crop top and some shorts. This one came in the mail in like a couple weeks. This one, Fractal Witch. I got another Bonnaroo outfit. So the first one came several weeks ago. I'll insert pictures if I didn't film any of it. I thought I would open it up together. Okay. Oh, look at that. It's probably the most pricey one I had. I definitely splurged on this one. This is why I like to order these higher end festival things. They're treating this like it's a freaking Birkin bag, and I love it. This one came from Mexico, from Etsy, and this took like 6 to 8 weeks or something like that. However, I got a top, a skirt, and sleeves, and they're all like super sequiny. The detail is amazing. Look at this! Gave me little face gems for free. So the outfit that I ordered very first from Her Pony is still not here. I've never ordered anything from them before, but I've really wanted to. My final outfit for Bonnaroo. Look at this. This was a made-to-order order, supposed to ship in time for Coachella. It was a little behind on production, probably like 1 or 2 weeks. Her Pony reached out to me and was like, hey, when do you need this by? Our production was delayed, so they were really keeping me in the loop of everything, and I'm obsessed with this packaging. The box held up really well in transit. Bag feels kind of weird though. And it says it's earth-friendly, biodegradable, and compostable. Okay, so that's why it feels weird. Look at that. Now that I've experienced it. It says, enjoy the moment. Someone literally wrote my whole government name in pen, you can tell. Ah! It's got like a little fortune cookie on there. I'll read you the quote in a second. I'm just gonna go from the top. Wow. Wow, just look at that. Everything is wrapped so that it's separate. Whoa, those are tiny. Whoa. Oh, they're stretchy though. Okay, I got really nervous. I was like, my hips are not that little. Let's open the top. Oh, that is the sleeve. Okay. Here's the top. It matches. Oh, it's got bells on it. What's funny about this is they call it tiny bandeau / belt. So you could wear this as a belt if you wanted, but I'm gonna wear it as a top. Look at the detail on that. Like, someone sat and sewed all of that on there, and like, no wonder it took them a month and a half. I am theming all of my outfits after A Court of Thorns and Roses, specifically the Night Court. I really want to look like Pharaoh walking in there. Here is the sleeve. Here's a picture of the girl wearing it, and they're like elastic, so that should go on really well. I really liked my made-to-order process. I really like paying extra for these fancy outfits because my favorite part is dressing up. This year I ordered them like way ahead of time so that I could get made-to-order stuff, but I've shopped anywhere from East and West Label, I Heart Raves, Suspects. I got something from Etsy one year. I like to ball out on my outfits because when I was in college I couldn't afford all the things that I wanted. I literally bought all my outfits from Forever 21. I was strapped, okay? So I was shopping from Forever 21. She was my ride or die, my go-to party clothing store. As I was there, I was like, wow, everyone's outfits are so cool. Like, I really thought I ate with this one shoulder top and these jean shorts. And you know what? I look back on that and I'm not mad at that one. But some of them, you could have done a little better. You don't have to do the things that I am doing for my outfits. When I am able to splurge and spend a little extra on an outfit, I will. And the experience is so fun. Let me read my fortune cookie. You never know what you can do until you try. From William Cobbett. And then this one is from Opali. It also came from Australia. Waiting on that one sucked, but it did ship like immediately after I ordered it. If you are wanting to be an outfit connoisseur like me, you gotta get in the pre-orders. You gotta get in the made-to-orders, and you gotta be willing to spend a lot of money. This year, it was more than my ticket to get my outfits, because I'm that serious about it, okay? The outfits are probably one of my favorite parts of the festival experience, because it's a music and arts festival, and I like to view my body as the art. So I've got tinsel in my hair, I just got a haircut, roots done, I'm getting a spray tan tomorrow, and I'll tell you how to do that. So another big part of my journey to Bonnaroo was getting in shape. I felt like hibernating in the winter, okay? I felt like doing nothing and reading A Court of Thorns and Roses, okay? I wintered in the night court, okay? I was not here. And I came back in around January, and I was like, I've got to start moving my body again. It's time to break out the big guns. It's time to break out the big guns, the one that brings the best results. It's Chloe Ting, y'all. It's Chloe Ting. This body by Chloe Ting, okay? Words are not enough to describe what that woman has done for me on my fitness journey. I feel like if I told people I was doing a Chloe Ting workout in 2020, they would know what I meant by that. But now I tell people, oh yeah, I'm doing a Chloe Ting workout. They're like, what's that? What do you mean? What do you mean? I've been living and dying by this woman for the past 4 or 5 years at this point. It's exactly 3 weeks to Bonnaroo now, and this program will end exactly right before I have to leave. Me preparing for Bonnaroo started back in January. And if you want me to talk a little more in depth about my workout journey, I will. And if you don't, I probably still will. All right, on to the next thing. I do my own nails, and for festivals, if you do want to have nice nails for Bonnaroo, I would do some gel, maybe acrylics. I would keep them kind of short, and I would make sure the polish is not clear, because a lot of dirt will get up under your fingernails just by nature of being out in the middle of a field. Tomorrow I'm getting a spray tan. I've done many of these and they've worked pretty well every time. A few tips on if you want to get a spray tan before a festival. I'm going to do everything shower, and I'm going to exfoliate. I'm going to shave everything below my eyebrows. You're going to wear loose clothing to get your spray tan, and I'm not going to put lotion on. One time I did that and it rubbed all off of my legs, okay? We're not moisturizing beforehand. We're going in there dry and clean and not sweaty. On my way to get my spray tan. I love having a spray tan. Hate doing it. Hate getting in that dang booth. Hate getting sprayed. Hate putting that lotion all over my feet and hands. I don't even think I need it because all my outfits are black and I look fine in them, but I just want it. I just feel so pretty with a little bit of a spray tan. Here I go, I guess. Okay, I know you can't really tell a difference, but we're back. Spray tan is on. It wasn't that bad. The girl that checked me in was really nice, and she was like, are you here for the $5 spray tan? I said, I am now. I didn't have to spend $40. So shout out that girl. She was so nice. That was one of the best spray tans I've ever had. Go home and rest. You're not gonna do anything. You're gonna sleep in your spray tan. You're gonna wake up, you're gonna rinse it off, and it's gonna be there. It's gonna be spray tans do not protect you against the sun. You're gonna want to find a good sunscreen that's not gonna rub your tan off. What would that be? Well, I spent 30 minutes sitting in the Walgreens parking lot researching this so that you don't have to. You are gonna want to get a sunscreen with a water base to stay away from aerosol sunscreens. Anything with alcohol in it is gonna dry your skin out and make it rub off unevenly. And anything with oil in it is gonna make it break down and just come off of your skin. 2 years ago, I was just gonna bring an aerosol sunscreen in the center, and every couple hours I would reapply, okay? And it would go on my face and it would be great. No, wrong. You can have it in the campgrounds, you can't have it in the center room. But one thing I do wanna say that you should consider packing is this setting spray. The setting spray has sunscreen in it. It's SPF 30, Broad spectrum, that's all you need, baby. You don't need any more than that. I heard Emma Chamberlain talk about it a couple of Coachellas ago, and I was like, I searched high and low and I got it. Just leave the aerosol at home. Even if you're not getting a spray tan, leave the aerosol at home. So that's my spray tan plan. As far as packing, me and my friends have had the same notes in our notes app on how to pack for Bonnaroo for years. And we just kind of use that over and over again, and I think I'm gonna put it on my blog so that you can have it too, and trying to help new people out, veteran Bonnaroovians who don't know where their packing list is. It'll be on my blog, it'll be linked below so you can read the packing list. I'm gonna go over some essentials for my camp personally. The morning you wake up to drive in, I want you to go to the nearest grocery store. It's probably going to be a Kroger. I want you to walk in there and I want you to find the ice station. I want you to get as much dry ice as will fit in the bottom of your cooler, okay? This is going to save you so much money in Bonnaroo ice throughout the week, okay? Let me tell you what, the one year we did not get dry ice because there was not any to purchase, was the year that Bonnaroo was 96 degrees every single day. It is a lifesaver. It will keep your food so much colder for so much longer, especially if you're driving in on Tuesday. Get dry ice. Get a nice cooler. You are gonna want at least an Igloo. You're not gonna want a Styrofoam. The ones for camping are not that expensive. If you're gonna splurge on anything, you're gonna want a real cooler. The Styrofoam is not gonna cut it. I cannot stress this enough. Get a good cooler. Okay, next. Sharing is caring. The other day, Bonnaroo posted, like, help out your neighbor. And that's totally true. Me and my group, we kind of all plan together, like, who's bringing what? Oh, do we have enough canopies? Are we bringing rugs? We work together. We help each other put the Easy Up. We help each other put up the big-ass tent that we've had to use every year. We help out, okay? We help each other out. I wrote down here, portable charger to the gods. If you don't bring anything else, if you don't have a portable charger on you with a cord, I can't help you. You're gonna want that so bad, because when you are going through your day-to-day, you are not thinking about charging your phone. You get home, you plug it in, the charger is always there for you. At a festival, the charger is not always there for you. You want to charge your vape, you want to charge your phone, you got to bring the charger. Easy Up tent. The tents that you can just do a couple clicks and it's up are the best. It only sleeps a couple people, but let me tell you what, putting up the big ass tent makes me want to die every single year. I'm so thankful it's there when we get it and I can stand up in it and change clothes. It's awesome, but like, hate setting it up, okay? So if you ever have the chance to get you an Easy Up tent, highly recommend, 10 out of 10. If you don't have a tent yet and you're like, should I just get this cheap tent that I can barely lay down in? To each their own. I highly recommend an Easy Up tent because it's so easy to put up. I've seen so many people, including me, struggle to put their tent up. I grew up camping. I put up many a tent. You do not get more hair on your chest from putting those little rods together and shoving it through the little hole, okay? Get you an Easy Up tent. Bring your own toilet paper. The porta potty situation there and the toilet situation there has seriously improved over the years, okay? First year I went, first time I'd ever seen a flushable porta potty. Crazy, I know. I didn't even know that existed, but they do. They have them everywhere now. But here's the thing about the ones in the camp. Trust me, you think you won't need it, and then you're gonna be begging somebody for toilet paper, and they're gonna know, okay? Toilet paper. Okay. All right, we're moving on to the center. That was like overview camping tips. We're moving on to the center. The number one purchase that you have got to make before you come is one of these. Okay, it doesn't have to be this one. I saved up money for this. I'm pretty sure this was an Afterpay purchase several years ago. She's seen better days, okay? But you're gonna want a water backpack. I did not know how bad I needed this, but like I said, my first Bonnaroo, I was like a little lost puppy. I bought this like little water flask and I was like, oh, I'm gonna hook it to my fanny pack. It's gonna be so cute. And all my friends were like, Hannah, march your ass into Walmart and get you a hydro backpack. I don't care which one you get, but you're gonna have to get one. It was like $30. Oh my God, bleed me dry. I was like, what? My backpack was so cute. It took me to 2 festivals. I loved it so much. It was so big. I had this Ozark one and it had a drawstring. I put so much shit in that bag. It's not even funny. I loved her to death. I just gave her to my cousin so she'd have one because she's coming this year. But yeah, I bought this one off Etsy. They come in all kinds of different colors, and I especially like it because the water bag comes with a water thing with a cap on it. Yeah, a cap. You don't think about this stuff when you're forced to buy a water backpack in Walmart, but when you have to put your bag down on the ground and this thing is flopping around, it's gonna be flying everywhere. You got the cap on it, you're not eating dirt every time that you try to take a sip of water. I love this thing. I love this thing so much. I love the size. I love that it limits me to the amount of stuff I can bring. Literally cannot live without this thing. It does seem like a little bit of overkill to have a backpack and a fanny pack, but you are gonna be walking around by yourself for hours. You're gonna need anything and everything you can think of on your person, fun or need. So you're gonna wanna keep it compact, but you're gonna wanna maximize storage, okay? How do you do that? Fanny pack. A fanny pack is great for the things that you need easy in your reach. So your vape, your portable charger, your ID, your extra bracelets, your phone. You're not gonna wanna dig your phone out of this bag, but you're not gonna be able to hold it every second of the day, okay? Bring you a fanny pack. So I put this under must have, but I'm kind of on the fence about it. I have had a totem in the past. It was literally just a foam board and a wooden dowel rod that was like this big. And it was duct taped on there, and it was fighting for its life every second that it existed, okay? Normally I don't want to bring a totem ever since the tarot card one because I did not want to carry that thing around. However, I made this, and here's the process of me making that. The stuff to make my totem. I don't always do a totem. Sometimes it's just nice to have like at least one person in your group with one. I got a 3-foot long pole. It's pretty lightweight. I thought about getting a telescoping pole because it folds up, but this way when you're like standing and you set it down, you can like hold it comfortably. I found this like crescent moon thing. Okay, just hit me in the face. I found these, and these were the most expensive part of this whole shindig, but these like string lights with leaves on them, they're super cute, and it's gonna look like the moon on my logo. And then I have some like leftover string lights I think I'm gonna add so it's gonna glow, and I figured when it's up in the crowd, you know, people will still be able to like see through it. Rules for totems, I'll put them here, but basically can't be taller than 7 feet, and this pole is only 3, and so the max it'll be is like 4, which is good because that's almost as tall as me. And then when you hold it up, it can be like 8 or 9 feet, you know? You want totems to be super lightweight, but also super recognizable. The bummer is that they're hard to keep up with. Not like you'll lose it or whatever, but it's just like an extra thing you have to carry around on top of everything else, and you end up having to ask people to hold it a lot for you because I always just have like a million things in my hands. First step is going to be attaching these 2 things. I kind of want it sitting up like that. What do we think? So this rod came with holes on the either end. I don't know what it's for originally, but it's great for me now. This is always the roughest part, is trying to attach something to the round peg. God, I cannot see without my glasses. All right. We're working on it. We'll work on it. How am I gonna get this to stand up? I think it's time for some tape. Okay, maybe. It's standing up. Look at that. Got it done. She's standing. This is how tall it is. My I set it on the ground. As you can see, matches perfectly. This is with the lights on. Let me turn the ring light off. Literally how fun. Look at that. That is so cool. Wow, I'm obsessed. I'm on the fence about totems being essential. I think they're good if you have like a huge group. Like last year, our group had a flag, and so like even if my friends weren't necessarily with the flag and I was by myself, I could find the flag and figure out where they were. Also, if people have totems out in the crowd, you don't have to have one, but you can, oh, yeah, where are you? Yeah, I'm standing next to the crescent moon. Yeah, the crescent moon with leaves all over it, it's lit up. Yeah, you can go like that. Like, I'm holding it, but you can say to your friend where you're at based on that. It's like landmarks. Next, shoes. Shoes. Me personally, I'm 5'4". I like to become a little bit taller than that at any concert. So what do? I get platform shoes. Luckily, they've been in vogue the past 5 or so years. I've got super platform Docs. I've got platform Converse, platform Tevas. Breaking in my Docs has been a struggle, okay? The first pair I had, I got them when I had jobs that required me to be on my feet all the time, and I would wear my Docs, and they just got beat in, okay? And I could wear them for 8 hours, not get a blister. They knew my feet knew them. These are impossible, and I have a job where I sit on my ass most of the day, so it's been a little bit of a struggle breaking them in. I've had them since Christmas. I still get blisters. I wore them today, got blisters. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but we're working on it. So today, I got insoles. If you're wearing Doc Martens, you're gonna want insoles. I also got this thing called Moleskin. My dad ordered this for me actually because he heard me complaining about my shoes so much. My platform Tevas are tried and true. They've never given me any problems. I wore them to my first Bonnaroo. I felt like I was walking on clouds every day. Same thing with my Converse. I think they're about to stop making this style, but if you can get anything with like their comfort insole, I highly recommend those. Are my Docs gonna give me blisters? Yeah. Am I gonna still wear them? Yeah. And here's what I do. I've got a little carabiner on this bag. I'm gonna attach my Tevas to the carabiner when it's getting to be kind of late, but I've still got like 2 or 3 hours left of shows to go to. I will switch out to my Tevas and I will set my Docs down, but when I'm walking back to camp, I'll put them on the carabiner through the hoop, and it'll give me like 2 more hours of dancing. That's a little life hack from me. Next, outfits. So I showed you my outfits the day before, the night before, whenever you can. You're gonna try on your outfits in alphabetical order, and by alphabetical order I mean chronological order. This is literally the best tip I could share with you at all, ever, for a festival. Pack your clothes in a Ziploc gallon bag. It will change your life, okay? I'm talking, even do this with your pajamas. Even do this with your daytime clothes. So I'm doing my, for lack of a better word, dress rehearsal. Literally, what I do, get on Snapchat, take a couple pics. I will get on the text box and I will write down every single item that I'm wearing, down to the rings, down to the earrings. You're gonna wanna make sure everything fits, it's all good to go. I'm talking tights, fishnets, underwear, socks. I'm not kidding. Just so that I know, like, this needs to be packed. You're gonna want to include your socks with your outfit so that when you are literally in a 90-degree tent, you've already got socks. You don't have to go dig around for them. You've already got underwear. You don't have to go dig around for them. The jewelry, I think I'm gonna keep mine in just my jewelry box separately. You can't obviously put a hat in there, but you can make sure it makes it to your car. So like I have a couple of these little crown things, and this one's starting to hurt my head, so that's not a good sign. I'm gonna switch up my personal packing method this year just because my outfits are a little more expensive this year. They all came in pretty nice boxes and I have a car all to myself until Sunday. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave them in their box. Like for this one, it's just shorts and a shirt for Wednesday. I think I'm just gonna put that in a bag and it'll be fine. Also, this outfit, is gonna really test my patience because the sleeves don't stay on. I think I just ordered them a little too big. The skirt is way too small. All of that's my bad. It's not the person who made it. But yeah, also I've got these crowns, like stuff like this in here that's super fragile, and I've already almost broke off one of these stars. That's gonna go in the box. This is the last day before I get in my car and drive off into the sunset. I kind of have like a list of things I need to do, some last minute purchases I need to make, obviously trying on my outfits, and then I will continue packing. Next, hair. Have a plan for your hair. I've been planning, plotting, and scheming for my hair all week. My bangs, they just got cut, so they're a little short for my liking for the summer. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do them. I cannot just let them flop in the wind because they're that length where they need to be styled. If I know I want to have curly hair, but I can't plug a curling iron in anywhere, what I'm gonna do, I got one of those heatless curler things a couple years ago, and it worked really well. The heat fought it really hard, but they held up valiantly. So these are some nice to haves. You don't necessarily have to have them, but they're nice. So my first Bonnaroo, it was very hot, but it wasn't unbearable, and people were walking around with fans, and I was like, why didn't I think of that? I've actually found another one. I've never bought a fan before, but now I have one, and the wind on this thing, so that one's really nice and fun, and it's super loose and broken in now. Now my hair's all crazy. This year, I got myself a battery-powered fan. I don't have batteries in it right now, but this one will keep my hand from dying and it'll still keep me cool. Here's the thing. I love this thing, and you can go like this with it. Oh, isn't that so fun? I love it. It's literally so fun. However, your hand gets tired. So I don't personally have one of these, but I have partaken in it. There are these like collapsible stools that you can like hang on your bags now. My friends have some. They'll let me like sit on them. Next, if you've got room in your bag, put a little blanket in there. Put a little tapestry. When you're in a crowd, somebody wants to sit down, they don't have to sit their butt in the dirt. The venue will eventually become dirt. It won't be grass anymore. And you don't want to sit in grass either. You don't want to sit in the Manchester grass, okay? You got a tapestry out, okay? Like, you're not going to want a tapestry like right up on the front row of the concert, but if you're sitting back, people don't really bring chairs, like lawn chairs. This isn't really a lawn chair type of event. You kind of keep those back at camp, but a tapestry is nice to sit on. It is nice to put all your bags in one and you're not getting in the dirt. It's nice to have. You don't have to have it, but if somebody wants to take that L and carry around a blanket all day, be my guest, okay? Next, some would argue that the pashmina is a must-have, and the pashmina is a must-have for me now, but I did not need it my first time around, so that's why it's in must-have. They'll be selling them. They're not expensive. They're made out of cashmere. They're super soft. You can wear them a bunch of different ways. It's just like it's like a lightweight scarf. You should have a bandana of sorts to cover your nose. Towards the end of the festival, it will get really dusty, and it will be really nice to have a bandana. Bonnaroo sent you a bandana, so you should use it. I think they send one every year. Next, something I see a lot of people have is like the Vicks Vapor Rub thing that you stick up your nose. That's a nice to have. You don't have to have it. I think it's just, I've done it before. It's just nice to like, it kind of like clears your nose out a little bit from all the dust and stuff. The last nice to have for Cinaroo, if you will, for me personally, is a tarot card deck. These are my cards for this year. They're super pretty. I'm so excited about this. This is the coolest tarot deck I've ever had. Last thing we're going to talk about is grocery shopping. So this is something that me and Sydney do together every year the night before. It's like a tradition. And this is where we're going to buy water bottles, depending on your food preferences, cold food, dry non-perishable food, some form of electrolytes because you're probably going to be sweating a lot, drinking a lot, being hungover. I will smash a Glacier Cherry Gatorade. They're not the best for you, but it's getting salt in my body, and that's what matters to me at this point in my life, okay? If you know anything about the Glacier Cherry Gatorade, ooh, sometimes I get the 0 sugar one now. Oh, it's so good. I want you to imagine you're cooking hot dogs for your friends at camp, okay? When you cook them at home, you have a fork to get it out of the pan or pot. You've got a spatula. You've got condiments in your fridge. You've got hot dog buns that you just bought, okay? You've got a fork you've got, I already said fork. You've got salt and pepper to season your chili with, okay? When you're camping, you don't have any of those things unless you brought it with you, okay? I want you to like kind of go in your head, kind of like go through the steps, like, okay, I need garlic. I need to get garlic, okay? Kind of like that. Like if you want garlic seasoning on something, you better get it. When I tell you growing up, there was one camping trip, my dad had to go back to the store, I'm not kidding, like 6 times. Because when you're camping, you don't have anything. You are literally taking your bare butt into the wilderness, okay? Bonnaroo is not like going into the wilderness, but you're not gonna have salt. So yeah, forks, spoons, cutlery, plates. I'm talking every single step of the eating experience. You're gonna want it when you're grocery shopping, okay? Then some nice to haves. I try to buy things that I know my hungover ass will eat. Like I'm not trying to eat healthy. I'm not trying to eat a kale salad at Bonnaroo, okay? Because my hungover ass, it's not gonna do anything good for me, okay? I'm gonna need some beef jerky stat. Yeah, I'm talking beef jerky. I'm talking Slim Jims. I'm gonna need some ranch Lay's potato chips immediately into my veins, into my bloodstream. We'll be bringing bread for sandwiches, anything you want to put on a sandwich. It is so funny to me when me and Sydney are in the grocery store and we are shopping for sandwiches because we like sandwiches. We don't even like the same bread. She puts mustard on hers, and you could not pay me $1 million to eat mustard on a whole sandwich. It's disgusting to me. I get mayonnaise. I think she's okay with mayonnaise, but I like mayonnaise to the point where it's like an unhealthy obsession. It has to be on every sandwich I have, or I've literally cried over it. I've literally cried over not having mayonnaise on a sandwich. We like don't even agree on the same lunch meat that we want or cheese, and it's so funny because it's like we are fundamentally making the same sandwich, just different font. A Sargento balance break. Normally you can buy cheese and cut it up and get some grapes and some chocolate and nuts and put them on a plate, but like you've got no room for that in your cooler. Sargento balance break is your friend. And then I know I said I didn't want to be healthy, but something that is just so like refreshing and delicious when I wake up on the farm, I want my vanilla light and fit Greek yogurt and some strawberries and blueberries and granola in there. That smacks so hard. You wake up at like 8:30, 9 a.m. The sun is beating down on your tent. You wake up, you're like, the sweatshirt that you had on from last night is choking you. You're covered in sweat. You peel yourself out of your tent, and what is waiting for you in your cooler? None other than a light and fit vanilla Greek yogurt and some fresh fruit. Yeah, tell me that is not gonna smack. Not everyone is plagued with this addiction like I am, but if you need your morning coffee and don't know how to get it, especially the first couple days when everything's still getting set up and you don't want to pay $9 for a latte every single day, girl, you have come to the right place. I used to be a barista, so you can trust me. I know how to make a damn good cup of coffee, okay? When you are not near an espresso machine and cold brew makes you feel like you're gonna rocket to the moon, this is how I get it done. I've done lots of years of trial and error. 2 best ways I've found, okay? Number 1, you're gonna want to get your coffee in some kind of pre-made container. Me personally, I will be purchasing Chamberlain coffee in a can this year from Walmart, whatever I can get my grubby little hands on, because they're cheap, They're like $3 a can, and they taste good, at least to me. I will be drinking Chamberlain coffee because I know the caffeine intake I'm taking, it's not like a crazy amount. It's already pre-made for me, it just has to be chilled, and I can pour it over ice if I need to. So yeah, having it pre-made in any way possible is gonna be your best friend. Like, normally you don't want to buy individually packaged things in your day-to-day life. For this, you are gonna want pre-made stuff. The other thing you can do, you can get cold brew, plain cold brew, and then whatever creamer you want, mix them together, boom, match made in heaven. My friends did that for years. They've had no complaints. They really love doing that. Me, however, I don't like the store-bought cold brew. I'm gonna be honest, as a former barista, I do not like the store-bought cold brew. Something about it sitting in the plastic don't sit right with me, okay? But yeah, I will be drinking Chamberlain coffee again this year. And then I think something else that I'm gonna be doing is like an afternoon drink, possibly as a mixer, I don't know yet, is the Liquid Death tea. Now, the Liquid Death Country Club is coming to Bonnaroo again. I'm a card-carrying member of the Liquid Death Country Club. Liquid Death tea. Let me put y'all on to something. If you are not onto this, okay, all my Arizona tea girlies, please stand up. Stand up. All my Arizona tea girlies, stand up. Okay, come in close. The cans are Arizona tea can size, okay? They taste delicious, and they are filled with B vitamins. Do you know what B vitamins are? They make you feel really fucking good if you have enough of them. I drink this. I don't get like the same anxiousness that I do with coffee or other teas. I'm just kind of like, I'm ready to go. I think I'll be doing that in the afternoon so I can stay up all night, or really late at least, not all night. And then I prefer the peach one. Grim Leafer is really good. I'll take whatever I can get. I've got a case ready to go upstairs. Put your feelers out into your group. Are we trying to have a cooking night? Are we poor enough to have a cooking night? All of us, we trying to go in on some burgers, some hot dogs. Who's bringing the stove? Who's got the propane? Blah, 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 blah. Coordinate. Sharing is caring. Help a neighbor out. If you're making hot dogs and hamburgers, help a neighbor out, okay? And make sure you bring salt. If you want sugar in your coffee, put sugar in there. Bring spoons. Bring a cup, okay? You're gonna want cups. You're definitely gonna want cups. This ring light makes my eyes look insane. So sorry you had to look at that, but I can't see. And I think that's all I have to say. So I guess I'll see ya on the farm. Okay, bye y'all. Bye y'all. See y'all next time.